What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to check out the 2025 Honda Civic Si. This one is finished in urban gray. MSRP is $31,500. Do you think this is the ultimate affordable performance-focused sedan? Of course, you're only going to get this in a 6-speed manual, so Honda has the enthusiast in mind. But comment below, do you think this is where it's at for 30 grand and something fun? So let's see what is going to power the newest Honda Civic Si. Grabbing the hood latch, popping the hood, you're going to find the turbocharged 1.5 liter inline 4-cylinder engine. This makes 200 horsepower with 192 pound-feet of torque. It is front-wheel drive with only the 6-speed manual, and it can also do 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. On top of that, it has a 12.4 gallon fuel tank, and you're looking at 27 miles per gallon in the city with 37 out on the highway. Taking a look at the styling now, you got a nice set of LED headlights. You can also see the daytime running light as well as the turn signal. Nice blacked out housing, and then all black throughout the upper grille. We have a chrome Honda logo and then the SI badge over on the side. Nice opening to allow some airflow, and then down below we have a massive intercooler with more openings in the mesh for extra airflow. You can see the gloss black little splitter, and then some of this plastic black material all throughout it with an opening in the side to allow some airflow. Got a nice cut up in the front bumper too. So it's a pretty sporty looking exterior design. Not drastically different from a Civic Sport. However, you can tell it does have a nice update with a little bit extra performance look. Got some sharp lines on the hood, sharp body lines throughout the side profile as well. And then you can see nice rounded design for the fender arch. You're gonna get a set of 18-inch wheels with a satin black color, split 5-spoke, and then more of this black design for that lower side skirt. Body color on the door handles, black mirror caps, and then all black throughout the windows. Now the Civic Si comes as a sedan versus the Type R, which will be the hatchback. You have a nice design for these rear windows with black trim, sunroof up above with a shark fin antenna. Nice side profile overall. I think the Civic honestly is a really good looking affordable compact sedan. And the Si of course makes it a bit more sporty. Got the badge in the back, your taillights with some halogen bulbs, and then you have a dual exhaust system, some black trim and body color throughout the center, the rest of your badging throughout the rear. And I like the spoiler. It's got a pretty cool design to it with some nice contours, so really good looking lip on the Si. Moving towards the trunk, there's going to be a button underneath the Honda badge. Popping that, you have a pretty good amount of space. You can see I have these seats folded down. You're going to have these pull tabs to pop them, and then you can manually get them out of the way. Pretty flat load floor as well, and then when you lift this up, you're going to get extra storage and the spare tire changing kit. So you're going to have an inflator kit, no spare tire however. And then from here we can just manually close the trunk. And then moving to the interior, you can open this up. The seats are going to fold nice and flat, giving you a pretty good room into the trunk. You are going to have these metal hooks kind of in the way a little bit, but still a practical car for cargo. Easily lifting these back up. This can seat 3 people. You do have an armrest along with cup holders, and then storage behind just the passenger seat. There's no plugs or any air vents, so not really too good with the amenities. And then taking a look at the door panel, really just finished off in black. You have some plastic material throughout it, and then just some padding on the armrest with some storage. A little bit of red stitching, black fabric throughout the interior. And then sitting back here at 5'11", I have a pretty good amount of space, good legroom and footroom. Good headroom too, really can't complain with the space in here. Just like I said, no amenities. The seats are at a good angle, good padding. So it's a comfortable back seat for what it is. Now moving on to the front seat. Let's take a look. You do have the smart key that you can lock and unlock it from there. And then we have some soft touch plastic up above with gloss black. And I really like all the red throughout the door panel. Got all your controls right here, manual on the seats, and then these nice bolsters with the contrast stitching as well as the red fabric. So pretty cool looking seat for sure. I like that aspect a lot. And then hopping inside, foot on the clutch, let's fire it up. Got a cool display as well. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel with the red stitching to it. And then for the gauge cluster, you are able to cycle through each side of the screen, and you can see quite a few different things of information. So pretty nice display with the boost gauge and things like that. Left side, you can display a few audio things. And then of course, you're gonna get the tachometer and speedometer. And then on the steering wheel, we have Bluetooth and audio controls. You also have cruise control over on the right side, lane keeping, steering intervention, forward pacing, windshield wiper stalk on the right side, turn signal headlights on the left. Some red trim around the air vent, traction control. You also have interior dimming, some soft touch material, and then more of this nice mesh with the red accent throughout the air vents. For 2025, you do have an updated screen, a little bit nicer graphics, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, pretty similar to other Honda models. Home icon as well, a back button, volume control. And then going into reverse, you have a nice backup camera with different views as well. So nice screen overall, basically got the updated with all the Google for 2025. Physical climate controls down below, fan speed in the center, you have your different zones as well, air conditioning, the defrost, everything, heated seats in here as well. And then you have a few plugs down below with storage, and then our drive modes. So if you toggle this, we have a normal, sport, and individual. And in individual, you can customize the engine, steering, the sounds, and the gauges. You're gonna see the brake hold, auto start stop, like all the red accents throughout that shifter. Cup holders in the center with some padding on the armrest, extra storage, and then a pretty good sized glove box. One last look at the interior, basically in between the Civic Sport and a Type R, so nice sporty design in here. Of course, you got that sunroof up above, which is a great touch, and then all of your dome lights and a thin basic mirror. All right, setting off now in the Civic Si on a fun little twisty road. Let's feel it out. Seems pretty smooth to drive. The shifter does have some weight to it, especially the actual shifter. You kind of have to push it through. It does feel notchy, but also just there's some weight to it, which is a little interesting feeling. Clutch pedal, super forgiving, super lightweight. Has nice rev matching too. And a really smooth suspension. It's really confident to drive, just kind of casually going through some turns. It's absorbing the bumps really nicely. I'm in the individual mode that I set up. Decent power, it's not crazy fast, only 200 horsepower, and obviously it's a little wet out right now. But you have some good turbo power to just kind of make this feel like a smooth car. Again, it's not a fast feeling car at all, but it seems zippy and peppy and just kind of fun to drive on a budget. The seats are also really comfortable to sit in, and it's pretty quiet and composed. It feels like a more solid version than the typical Honda Civic. So I feel like there are some nice refinements to this that make it a bit of a step up over just a normal Civic Sport. Throttle takes a little getting used to. It's a little more on the touchy side than I was expecting. It definitely doesn't rev that quick. So, you know, if you want like more performance, more, I don't know, power out of the engine, the Type R is definitely a significantly different vehicle, which I will be doing a full comparison with my Type R. But just kind of normal driving, it's kind of fun to get used to. Not bad, not bad. You know, if you really want to get the power out of it, you're gonna have to be redlining it, but kind of mid-shifting, not too bad for what it is. Handling feels pretty good. There is some body roll, but not really as much as I was expecting. So it's got a semi-sport tuned chassis to where it's definitely a step up from a normal Civic. Just kind of has that feeling to it. But if you're wanting something that is a fine daily, but also just gives you a little bit extra performance, just a tad, you know, the Si seems to have a pretty well-rounded aspect for the price point. It's nothing crazy exciting to drive, I would say, but it's a nice step up from a normal Civic, and just kind of offers a good blend. Normal things too, visibility, as you would expect, really good in a car like this. Easy to see all around with no complaints. And it's a pretty forgiving manual to use this as a daily. Definitely more pep than the non-turbo Civics.